Also pink.
Makes sense.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. In the previous session, you guys completed a brutal climb up the final ascent, and you reached the frozen summit of Deadstone Clef alongside Groth. You guys did not get to choose your party member last time, unfortunately, but Groth has been proved very useful in helping you guys get towards the summit here. The thin air has definitely taken its toll on Creona. All of you guys have suffered some sort of effects from sky sickness, as the altitude from you guys climbing up so high in such a short amount of time has definitely put a lot of strain on this expedition. But despite the exhaustion, you guys have pressed forward, and you spotted so you guys set up in a small, like, dilapidated shack that looks like nobody's been here in, at least 50 years. And as you guys were trying to get comfortable, you guys notice a plume of smoke further up the summit, which is evidence that there's probably somebody at the peak. Concerned with the source, Groth suggested that that somebody go with him, and Olatris, of course, basically rogered up to going out to assess the situation. So right now, you guys are essentially, because you guys have reached the peak, the plan was to immediately fire the flare, but of course, if there's a threat up there, firing a flare may attract unwanted attention. Creona's condition has worsened, of course, from the sky sickness pulling her into a coma, and now the party is shortly about to become split over the up here at the summit. So Creona, obviously unconscious in this dilapidated shack with Cowrie, and Groth and Olatris are currently walking out of this shack into the cold, winter snow to travel up the mountain roads. As you guys are walking, like trudging through the snow, the small dilapidated cabin slowly coming out of view. You're right now, it feels like it's just below freezing temperatures. It feels as if it has gotten colder and colder throughout your time reaching the summit. And dark clouds seem to be swirling above the mountain. So, Cowrie, you're inside the shack. Olatris, you're walking away. What do you guys do? Well, what I'll do is I'll probably split this some of the events into two. So, as you guys are walking down, Groth is like, all right. He looks over at Olatris and he's like, all right, maybe we should come up with a plan before we go too far. And so he turns around and like puts his crossbow on his back and he goes, now, it's up to us to determine when something's too bad, or we're obviously we're going to need help, but we don't want to call help in view of whoever may be up here. If it's just an old lady up here, no problem, but if we have bad actors, then we definitely need to have a plan, because we don't know how many of them may be up here. Sorry, let me go ahead and hit the winter effects. You heard me, Mike?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
I was gonna do something before we left, but I cannot do it.
You guys aren't too far out at this point.
No, I can't use Bless. I've already used it, and we haven't really taken a short rest, so.
Yeah, Grot's like, well, I mean, we always could just stay back here. I mean, it might not be a bad idea to stick behind and let everybody kind of recover from, altitude sickness up here
Yeah,
or sky sickness.
I would say that would be best is take a short rest before we take off. It'll allow me to be a little bit more useful.
Yeah, just so you know, you would need to do a long rest in order to recover spell slots, if I'm not mistaken. For a cleric, I think they need a long rest to get their spell slots back, which would be like a solid 8 hours.
Yes, to cast Bless is once per long rest. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, let's just go. I have some cantrips that I can do.
Yeah, Grot's like,
I will go up to Cowrie and I will ask him so kindly to relinquish 2 healing potions to me.
Okay, how do I do that?
so on your character sheet, whenever you
I only have 2 healing potions, so just letting you know.
How many do you have on you? Because I can just take it from you and ask for forgiveness later.
I have 4. Take 2. Or 5, actually. I have 4 2-pounds and 1.
You have 4 2-pounds left?
4 2-pounds and 1 half.
No, you have 5. So I will.
Wait, 4, 5, 6.
You have 6?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like.
In that case, I'm taking 3 from you. so we're just gonna.
Harry's like, I don't mind, but FYI.
I'm gonna add that to my.
I don't mind, but how dare you
taking something from somebody in a coma?
yeah, that's crazy. 1, 2, 3, yeah. You got 6. Wow. Well prepared.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, you need to remove 3 from you.
How do
I do that?
Manage.
Equipment.
Yes. And then you're gonna remove the 1 healing potion. So click the drop down arrow. No. Yeah, scroll down. You're gonna remove 1 from there. Yes, you were in the right area. So you're gonna click remove. Delete. Go to the other one. Delete. Click the 4, yes, and then subtract 1.
Okay.
No, because then you're going to delete 3. Yeah. So there. So your 4 should have changed to 3. Right? No. Go back up. Up. Do you not have the potions of healing anymore?
Nope.
Did she accidentally delete all of it?
I think she did.
Okay. Manage
I
inventory.
can add them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she should have 3.
Okay. Yeah. It's all good. Let's see. Potion of healing. And then let me see. 2, 3. Bam. All right. 3 potions of healing.
Refresh your page.
So I just have like a player to DM question.
Yeah.
So Cowrie's at a level 3 sky sickness. Since like
You should have
I'm
3.
actually just like
Yeah, you
sitting
do.
there
You do.
for a bit, like how do
You're
I
looking
get
for
rid
potion of
of
healing.
sky sickness?
Scroll up, right there.
Give me a medicine check.
Who's calling him? 6.
6? Okay. I think it was an 8 to me. So if you have anything that can increase, if the cleric has bless, he can give that to you, and then
No, because my like
or not bless, guidance.
nope,
He doesn't have guidance.
nope.
Okay. I'll say this much. You know that you got it because of the altitude that you're at, and that decreasing the altitude would be the natural way to do it. There are also things in the herbalism book that could help you.
Okay.
All
right.
So something that can remove symptoms. You remember it's a certain type of root, but you can't quite put your finger on what type of root it is. And you remember your mother telling you something about it, but you just, when you were a kid, you didn't listen to her.
I don't listen to anybody. Howie doesn't listen to anybody.
No, Cowrie does not. But you know that there are certain types of root that can be found up on the mountain, like in the mountains. But what that root is, you're not quite sure off the top of your head. That being said, you guys hear Groth kind of crunching back towards the hut, and he's like, "Is everything all right?"
Yeah, everything's fine. Just gathering some additional healing stuff that I need, because I can only cast Healing Word and or Cure Wounds once.
I say we take take the stealthy way, and we stay out of fisticuffs with the enemy up there, if there is any. We just do spotting. We don't go out of our way to fight anybody. And if anybody asks, we're just two mountaineers, and we're up there to hunt.
Sounds good. Actually, I will... It only lasts up to a minute. I was gonna give Cowrie some guidance.
Oh yeah. If you can do guidance, it would be most helpful to Cowrie. Yeah, Cowrie, if you want to give a 1d4 roll, if you get a 2 or higher, you'll pass your medicine check.
2.
2?
Nice.
Hey, beats it.
Perfect.
You don't remember it initially, but as you're like kind of thinking about whatever this root is, you're like, it's something root, mandrake root. Yeah, of course your mom would tell you about this, because you know, you told her that you wanted to, like back when you were a little kid, the that mountain right outside Daggerford, you said you wanted to climb, and your mother was always against it. You remember that your dad tried to take you up there one time, but you got sick, and so you had to come back down.
Which mountain?
I can't remember. Let's see. Um, I forget which mountain it was, but it's like it's the one that's like right outside of Daggerford.
Okay.
I can actually get your name for it. Give me just a second. Water Deep. Here we go, Daggerford. It is Mount Illifarn. Illefarn.
Okay. You.
Yeah.
I need magic root.
Mm-hmm. You know that mandrake root are tough and they like to grow in the rocks where they can't be like they can't be picked out by animals or birds. And so usually they grow in like the cleft of a rock somewhere unreachable. Sometimes they kind of grow out in the open too, but really they just need good soil. That being said, do you guys want to do the roleplay warm-up question while we're here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Has your character ever like what name it like a difficult decision that your character had to make, or a difficult choice? Was that it? I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like name a time your character had a difficult choice, the right thing versus the useful.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm still thinking.
Okay.
So name a time where the character had to do what again?
Had to make like a difficult decision in their life. Either, and that could be like during the adventure, before the adventure, just any difficult decision that your character ever had to make. And then for bonus points, you guys could talk about how it impacted them afterward.
Mine would be difficulty leaving my parents and my home.
Mm-hmm. But like, how is that? How's that like impacted you, and in what way has it changed you since you left?
It made me gain independence all on my own.
Yeah.
And doing this journey with everybody was just, you know,
Big change in life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can go ahead and give yourself a point of inspiration.
You already have it.
I already have it.
Yeah. By the way, your inspiration tokens at the end of every session disappear. So, if you don't use it during that session, then it automatically wipes as soon as we cut that session. So, I always encourage you guys to use it. Don't feel like you got to stock it up or hoard it. If you feel like there's an important situation where you need to make use of it, 100% make use of it.
Okay.
And for Elatris, it was leaving his mother behind.
Yeah. And how did that change Elatris?
He strived to be just like his mom, healer, to follow the faith of, 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 to follow the faith Lathander and, you know, be
Yeah.
just to be
Hey.
just like her.
May the light always guide your steps everywhere you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the whole reason why he went out on his journey.
Yeah. And then Cowrie, if you have a
I think Kaori had like always lived like this life of like luxury and like privilege, and like there just came a point where it was just like, is this how I want to live forever?
Yeah.
And then also at the same time, he was just getting bored. And so when his father brought, like, hey, you need to go out on this expedition.
It was the first challenge, like big challenge.
Yeah, this is his
Oh,
first
yeah.
challenge, really, and like his first time, like out in the world for himself, and not necessarily for like political reasons because of his parents. This is like, okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Like good opportunity. So it's more of like not necessarily the right thing, but more of like the useful thing. So I think it's good for him.
I see. Okay. Yeah. So, Olatris, Cowrie, go ahead and add heroic inspiration to your characters. And yeah, as you guys are, so Olatris, as you're kind of stuffing these potions into your backpack or like on your belt or wherever, Groth takes the crossbow off his back, and like look, you could see that he's like looking out off the mountain. He's like, ah, shit.
What did
He turns
you forget?
around. No, it's nothing we forgot. It's he's like, you see that, and he points out there's a massive dark cloud that is moving. This appears to be moving towards you guys as you guys get hit with a gust of wind, and he's like, yeah, it looks like we're gonna be getting a big storm coming pretty soon. He's like, fuck, this really throws a wrench in our plans. He goes, he also, while he's looking at you, he's like, so when we go out, make sure you keep your steps kind of away from the paths, because, you know, straight lines leave patterns, and patterns get noticed. So always think about who might see your steps and see where you're walking. He's like, but other than that, I think I'm pretty ready to go. He like looks at you and he's like, well, what about you?
As ready as I will ever be.
He's like, if I go down for any reason, the only thing that I need you to take off of me is this wand on my back. And he like turns around, and you could see tucked away in his belt, like you could see the wand sticking out. He's like, just grab it off my back, and he's like, use all the charges left in it. He's like, that'll fire that big red star cluster. He's like, and as long as you fire it off the mountain, I'm pretty sure Yarno and the rest of them will see it down below, and they'll start climbing. I think it took us about 4 hours to climb with a couple of breaks, so it's probably going to take them maybe 5. So obviously time is of the essence, but well, I mean, if you're ready to go on this scouting mission, I am too.
Do it.
All right. So you guys begin walking down the mountain path as you feel it to start getting start getting colder and colder. Which leaves you, Cowrie, sitting in this frozen hut with Briona. Briona's wrapped up in a cloak, and you've made like a small little pillow beneath her head. All of the boxes are stacked in there, kind of in the cracks of the this little shack, so that it maintains some warmth, and the coals from the fire warm the shack. So you guys will not be facing any kind of adversity with the cold for the time being. You remember that you still have the alchemy set with you guys, so if you do find any mandrake root, you might be able to produce a potion. It might take a minute for some of the snow to melt to give you the water that you need, but it's definitely doable. You look around the shack, and you know you're you feel the wind beating against it, and it starts to dawn on you that this shack may not. This shack's barely holding up to the regular winter wind, so a winter storm might not be in your best interest to stay here. That being said, what do you do?
I'm gonna actually cast Unseen Servant. It's my favorite.
Okay, give me a 1d6 roll. Let's see, where did I keep the notes for?
4.
A 4? Okay, so this is a brand new servant. Let me see. Notes. Yeah, so 4 is a brand new servant. So who is this?
So we have LOL, we have TV, we have BRB.
Okay. All right. So describe to me what it looks like as this this unseen servant begins to come into existence.
BRB, like it starts off always with like the tips of Carrie's like purple hair, but as this comes along, it's more of like the purple locks be kind of be like a ocean, and you know how like the waves kind of like hit the shore.
Oh yeah, it's like a steady
very,
waving out.
Very calm, very relaxed, very like, oh BRB, I'm about to go onto a beach.
Okay, so BRB. So what does he look like? Is he still wearing the traditional butler outfit? Is he like?
No. BRB is a girl.
Okay.
And a female panda.
Okay.
And this panda has a caftan.
Okay.
She's like ready.
Okay, so she's in a beach outfit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like completely different from like the storm.
Interesting. But still with like the tea and everything.
Yes.
Like, okay.
She's like the type of panda that's like, oh, I'm here because I have to be.
Okay. Let me throw a note into your thing. So number 4 is BRB. Okay. Interesting.
But then like as like they come out with BRB comes out with the captain says, oh, I'm on shift. And then she like magically changes into her like actual like servant outfit.
Oh, okay. I was about to give you a whole like I was about to throw a panda in a beach outfit. Up to you. And are we talking like modern day beach outfit, or are we talking like traditional 1920s, butler outfit attire.
Oh no, not 1920. 1920s is funny. Well, she's kind of like that, like airhead that like comes in and is like, oh my gosh, like I'm late for my shift all the time because she's at
Yeah.
the beach.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she'll always start off in her like beach attire, but then she's like, on shift now, I have to work, and then she has to like go back to her actual like servant's outfit.
Interesting. Okay. I don't know. I kind of want to keep them.
You want to keep the beach outfit?
Yeah.
Let me
We'll
see
do
the beach outfit. Let me see the beach outfit.
All right. Whenever. Let's see.
ChatGPT.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what this thing's cooking up. So this is what I got. Oh. Let me see. This is what I got. Oh. Got a cute hat.
Okay.
Okay, so she pops up and she's like, she goes, oh dear. Excuse me, Master Cowrie, if I am so sorry. I didn't realize that I was going to be up next. If I could only find something. And she's like going through the crates and chests of like the camp supplies, and she's like, do you have a spare butler outfit laying around anywhere?
Dear, that's your job.
She puts down the little beach like pina colada, like sets it down on the rocks, and she's like, whatever we do, please don't let this drink spill. And she's like, I'll be back for you to the drink. And she's like, what can I help you with?
She's an alcoholic. Nice. So I'll be back for you.
They're all alcoholics. Yeah, Harry's like looking at BRB and he goes, okay, I have a very important mission for you.
Absolutely, Master. What can I do?
Do you remember what mandrake root looks like?
Absolutely. I know exactly what it looks like, and I'd be more than happy to bring it to. She looks down at Creona. She's like, is that your friend? Is she dead?
Not yet.
What is the what's the cause? What brought her to this state?
Climbing this damn mountain.
Sky sickness. Poor, she like goes over and like with a big panda paw like pets Creona's face and is like, this poor dear. We'll get you back to fighting strength in no time. Mandrake roots. I will find them.
Yes.
Give me a D20 medicine check for her, just a flat D20. And she'll need to beat an 11.
6.
6? Okay. So while she's searching around, after about 5 minutes, she comes back and she's like, I don't think I can find any. Would you like me to keep searching?
Yes, you need to go outside of the shack, dear.
But the weather is so dreadful. Okay, and she begins like kind of climbing down the mountain, like the mountain clefts. With that, we're gonna switch over to Olatris and Groth while she's searching. So in the meantime, Olatris, you and Groth start crunching up the let me go ahead and shrink down your character profile just a little bit to fit the 5-foot space. So you and Groth begin walking around, and Groth's kind of looking at the trail, and he's like, it looks like there may have been people, it looks like there may have been people here before. And as he like kind of walks through some of the snowy vegetation, he gets up to a rock wall and like looks over and sees that there's wells and tables and things like that. He's like, doesn't look like any of this stuff was touched in this century. What would you like to do?
I will use Hunter's Bane.
Okay. Can you describe to me like what that looks like and what it does?
Hunter's Bane just allows me to check for Fae, Fiend, or Undead.
Okay. So as you use Hunter's Bane, you can feel this connection out with nature for a minute, and it comes back empty. There are no Fae, Fiend, or Undead in the nearby area. You don't even get the slight there's not even like a slight like hint of any of this stuff being nearby. Typically the fiends have the smell of the underworld with them, but there's not even that.
Hey,
Can I get a perception
You're
check
breaking
from
your
you,
keys.
Olatris?
So perception.
Yeah, just like a perception check. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to music.
23 total.
23 total. You notice as you kind of look out onto the pathway ahead, you notice that there are like parallel lines kind of running together on the like on the road up ahead. And you see that Groth is kind of still searching around up at the top, kind of like looking over the tables and looking through stuff. And you can hear that he's like trying to pull something out beneath the tables. What would you like to do?
How fresh do those lines look?
Give me a nature check, and you'll need to be a 5.
Yeah, 18.
18. They're definitely fresh. In fact, it looks like they probably been made in the last 12 hours. As you're kind of following these tracks, you notice that out ahead there's it looks like almost kind of like a ball of cloth that's sitting inside a ball of red cloth that looks like it's under a bush up ahead.
I will. This is all snow around me, right?
Yeah.
And
so it sticks out like a sore thumb.
I will make a snowball.
Okay.
And I will.
You put together this.
I will throw it at Groth.
And Groth? Okay.
To get his attention.
So, yeah, give me an attack roll. And it'll be no damage.
Unarmed strike. Right?
Yeah. Unarmed strike is fine.
12.
12. As you throw it, it lands next to him on the wall, and like some of the snow like kind of like hits him on the back of his leg, and he turns around and looks at you, and he goes, and like you see he's like signaling. Okay, yeah, he's like, all right, puts his like takes his crossbow out and looks around, and as he comes down the hill towards you, he goes, what'd you find?
And I point towards the red cloth.
Okay. You point it over in the bush, and he points his crossbow at it and slowly starts walking over towards this thing in the bush. What would you like to do while he's approaching this?
I will take out my mace, and I will approach from the other side.
Okay.
Of where he is.
Yeah, you approach him from the top side. Okay. As he gets closer, he turns around and looks at you, and he goes, and then points down at it. He goes over to like into the bush, and he kicks this like ball of red cloth at first, and then when it doesn't, it budges a little bit, but it seems like whatever's in this cloth ball is solid. And then he takes his crossbow still in his hand and reaches down into this cloth, and as it rolls over, you notice that it is it's a dead guy.
Neat.
And Groth like motions over towards you. Like he's kind of like, come on.
Yeah, I'll walk over towards him.
Yeah. And so he's crouched down. As you walk over, he's like, well, doesn't look like he died, a violent death. It just looks like he probably got left behind or something. Maybe fell off. Like when he says fell off, he's like looking at the cart tracks. He's like, and as he flips this guy over, you see that there's a patch on his arm. This guy's wearing like a cloak, and he's like the cloak is over, or sorry, he's got like a face mask, so the only thing that you can see are his eyes, and a hood that goes over this, and it's like a nice bright red cloak. The patch that you see are a very familiar crossed pickaxes patch, like it, and you remember back to like where you may have seen this before, and you remember back in Deadstone Cleft there was that individual who was fleeing the Nothic.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. So yeah, you remember it was Kareth from back in Deadstone Cleft. So this is another one who seems to be wearing something similar to him. Although his red cloak is a lot more. It's not as faded as Kareth's was.
So kind of signifying that he is a newer member. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to search him, see if he's got anything on him.
Yeah. As you're searching through them, there's a small like folded up book in his, like, on his person.
Yeah, I'll take that book and I'll quickly like skim through it.
Okay, so after like reading a few pages, it seems like it's almost kind of like a journal entry, and so it's talking about a town that you're unfamiliar with called Lork, L-L-O-R-K-H, and that this, there's some excitement that he has to go on this expedition, but as time seems to go on in his journal entries, he becomes more disgruntled, and he has suspicion of somebody, but the journal entries kind of end after that. And if you give me a history check, this one would need a 10.
I am gonna use my heroic inspiration. You said that was a D4?
Oh, you're talking about guidance? Yeah, guidance is D4. Heroic inspiration means you re-roll that D20.
Well, I never gave myself guidance. I only gave Cowrie guidance. So yeah, it's a 9.
9 total. Okay.
Yeah.
You're trying to match up the dates in this logbook, and you get the impression that they started this expedition maybe about a week or two ago, and it sounds like they took a like the long way up the mountain. You guys climbed, but there may be a mountain path that leads somewhere down towards this town. But all you know is that he hasn't been on this journey very long. He was probably really hopeful, and here he is dead. Whether it was from malicious intent or not, you know, it just seems kind of unfortunate that he didn't really make it as far as he thought he would. You stand back up, and you have this book in your hand. What would you like to do? And oh, by the way, Groth's still searching him, and he finds like a couple of silver pieces. He's like, well, this bastard wasn't getting paid very well.
I will pocket the notebook.
Okay.
I'll ask Grog if he knows who this company is and see if he knows. If he doesn't, then I will inform him of who the company is.
Yeah. Groth shakes his head and he's like, I've never heard of these guys.
Yeah, so I'll let him know that they're basically treasure hunters.
He's like, great. So he's like, it's a group of these motherfuckers. He's like, oh gosh. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea at this point to, you know, to fire that flare and get Yarno up here, because the more time we're taking, the more difficult. I mean, we could push ahead and see like what their numbers are and, you know, what things are looking like for them, but yeah, this could be a mess.
Yeah, I'll suggest that we push ahead for maybe about like another hour to 2 hours and see how far they have gotten, and you know, we could check them out, because yeah, one of them they had some decent treasure on them.
Yeah,
and so I think that they're going to be after the same thing that we're after. So
interesting. Give me a persuasion check at advantage. You'll need a 10 to beat this one.
Ooh, that was so close to me failing it. 17.
17. Groth's like, yeah, I think that's probably a good it's probably a good idea. We should definitely yeah, we should definitely at least see what's going on up here. I mean, the worst that could happen would be that, you know, I guess we end up fighting these guys, but judging by this one, and he like kind of pats him on the chest, like on his little patch, and he's like, I don't know, I don't think we got too much to worry about. And he's like, well, let's go. You guys can either take the north path or the south path here.
Which way do those tracks look like they're headed?
Looks like the northern path.
Do the tracks also lead from the south?
It leads from, hold on, actually that's actually really good. It actually leads back from the area that you guys came back from. It just looks like they got covered up past a certain point. But whatever happened, it seems like they were kind of in a rush. Just based off of your own inference on the situation. But yeah, according to your, observations, it looks like they've been here for probably about a little less than a day.
Yeah, we'll take the northern path.
Okay. All right. Groth is like, well, he's like, let's be on our way. All right. So you guys take the northern path. In the meantime, give me a D20 roll for what was it, BRB? Yeah, BRB. A 3. Okay, while you're sitting there, she climbs back up and she's like, you're never gonna believe what I just found.
Tell me it's mandrake root.
No, I found some of the purest snow, and she's holding like the perfect snowball. And she's like, would you believe this made itself? And she's like, oh, I could definitely. And she takes this little snowball and she like packs it on top of her drink, and she's like, so perfect. She's like, be right back. And she runs back out to go find another one.
Oh my goodness. She made her own snow cone. I cannot.
Yeah. Kriona, give me a D20 roll.
Babe, can you do it, please?
Yeah, I got you.
Just a flat D20 roll.
Hey. Say, hey, now I'm over here. Jesus, where is your...
Four?
What are
Okay.
they drinking in Pandaland?
No telling. Alright, so she's back out to searching for the mandrake root. In the meantime, you guys are let me see, let me zoom in a little bit more. Oh, can't zoom in anymore. Alright. Sorry. Part of this map is gonna be a little bit broken because I wanted to try to put together like a giant map, but it kind of didn't let me. But that's okay. As you guys are walking up the path, give me a perception check if you can, at advantage, and you'll need to beat a 13, and then I'll do a perception check for him. Oh, okay.
I will use my heroic inspiration to reroll.
Thank you.
There we go. Much better.
You can. Oh, you used it. Okay.
Yeah, I used it. 24 total.
Okay. While you're walking, you guys can hear like conversation and laughter up the mountain path. As you guys look up, this mountain path like kind of twists around, and at the top you can hear that there's like 3 of these guys up here laughing. There's 2 carts, like 2 wagons that they have, you know, kind of posted at the top of the path, blocking like a small bridge. As you guys are sitting, you know, kind of further down that slope, Groth immediately notices it as well and stops for a second, holds his crossbow, and he's like looking up, and he's like, sounds like there's about 3 of them.
Let's push forward.
Okay.
Quietly.
Give me, yeah. Let me see. No, we won't need a stealth roll just yet. So as you guys are walking up this pathway, there's a corner where you can, you know, like it's kind of like a mountain path that kind of slowly, like, starts on this side, slopes up, and then continues up. You guys make your way to about the rocks here, where you can peek over and still kind of see them at the top. What would you like to do next?
I would kind of like to focus on the carriages to see if they're moving.
The carriages aren't moving. They're parked there. There's no horse there either. It just looks like and then on the side you can see like in big lettering, it's like Red Brand Trading Company with the same logo, that same big red logo.
I would like to try to sneak up to the one that's furthest away from those three.
Okay. You're talking about this one over here on the left side?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you come by, as you're about to leave, Groth's like, "Are you sure about this? Like, if we get into a fight, you're okay with this? Or are we gonna try to you want to try to politic your way out of this?"
Well, if we put away our weapons and we try to sneak up that way, is there like another like path behind them, the caravans? Not from over there, but from like behind the caravans. Like another path, like we could say, oh, you know, we came up this route.
There's like a small break in the trees, but it doesn't really look like it would be really hard to sell this to them. Unless they're just stupid.
You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell Groth to kind of like head towards over like that this ridge right here that kind of peeks out.
Now you're talking about right here, like kind of around the corner?
No, more like out in the open, like towards the left a little bit. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And he can cover fire from.
This is a little bit out in the open. This would be like behind. There's like a rock. There's like a giant rock that you can kind of crouch behind, and he can fire up the mountain path. This area right here is a little bit out in the open. There's like it's like direct line of sight. Of course, I mean behind the carriage, he might be able to hide from like maybe these two, but this one could potentially see him. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he might have direct line of sight with him.
What about like if he were to kind of like hide within the trees to the left?
Yeah, he could. If he swings far, give me a flat D20 roll for him. And where do you go? You're gonna try to sneak up behind the carriage right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, give me a flat D20 roll for him. And then he'll need to beat a 9.
Okay, he does. 19.
19? Okay. Yeah, you can see that he's like kind of watching their faces. And one of them scoots in, and the three of them are trying to basically brace themselves from the winds that are coming up that are facing towards the south. And he's like very quickly and very quietly scoots across the winter snow and then slides into the vegetation as it kind of swallows him up for a minute. You don't see Groth, but you can see that as he kind of comes around, You can see the point of the crossbow kind of like almost kind of glistening in the sun a little bit, or what's left of the sun, as he's in position. And you can see that in the bush, he like waves at you, and he's like,
Yeah. So then
"Give
I
me
give
a
them
stealth check from you, and you'll need to beat a 9."
22 total.
All right, 22. While you're moving, you can hear them getting louder and louder in laughter as they're like, "Oh boy." And he's like, "Man, the payday's gonna be crazy when we get back." He's like, "You think that, you know, the old tombs and stuff like that were good money?" He's like, "What about that old lady and her stupid necklace?" He's like, "Oh my gosh, don't even get me started about that." I was like, "Boss completely undercut the value on that, but be it far from me to tell him how to do his job." As you're like listening into this conversation that they're having. You were behind you, so you safely get behind the wagon, and you can almost kind of peer inside, like what's inside this wagon. It looks like there's basic supplies. There's like food, and there's a small lockbox inside of this wagon as well.
I will reach for that. For that
Okay.
lockbox.
As you reach for the lockbox is relatively small, so you can probably pick it up with one hand. Give me, let me see. Because this box is, let me think. So, let me see. What are my notes on this box? Oh, okay. This box is actually chained to the, like as you begin to pull it, you can hear some like the wrangling of a chain where it's like, there is a chain that's wrapped around one of the handles on these boxes, and there's a lock on it. You also happen to notice that there's like a few things that you could use as a lock pick inside this wagon. So you're trying to like put 2 and 2 together, but you might actually be able to pull one of the lock picks out of there. Like they got a bunch of like thieves tools and things like that. Obviously they go into areas and probably pick locks often, but you might be able to use one to get to like snap that lock off.
Would I be able to use God, I can't even say this word. Thaumaturgy? Or turgy?
What would you want to do with thaumaturgy?
Use invisible hand.
Invisible hand? I don't think invisible hand would really happen. Thaumaturgy is really like you send out a small, harmless sensory effect. It'd be like the warming of leaves, or you can increase the sound of your voice.
Right. I have altered eyes, booming voice, fireplay, invisible hand, phantom sound, and tremors. But invisible hand instantaneously causes an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut.
Okay.
Never mind. Causes an unlocked door. It's not. Never mind.
Okay.
Have we felt this place like have like an earthquake type effect?
Not yet. No, but you know that this place is known for earthquakes.
Okay. And you said that there's like some like lock picking tools
inside the cart.
I will grab those and try to pick this lock.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check, and you'll need to beat a 6.
19 total.
19 total. Okay. As you go and reach for this, these thieves' tools, you like unravel it a little bit, and you see that there's like different assorted lock picks. You begin to pick the lock, and in the middle of it, you hear a "What are you doing?" As you kind of jump up, and you see that the three of them are still talking to each other. And he's like, "Oh, come on, man! You know that I would." He's like, "You know I wouldn't do that to you." You finish unlocking the box, and as this box comes open and the chain falls loose, you notice that inside this box there is a kind of a flaky, it's kind of ivory colored powder, in a bunch of small bags inside this thing. It looks like there's maybe 7 or 8, like kind of like these size bags that are in this, like kind of a white flaky powdery substance in there. Give me a medicine check. And you'll need a 15.
I gotta remember to say guidance beforehand.
Yeah, that's fine. I always assume that you can guidance it at any time.
Okay. Okay, 16 total.
16 total, okay. What does it look like when you cast guidance? Like, are you like, is it like a small prayer, like, you know, like, help me? I don't know. What does it look like?
Nah, it's just kind of like E.T. phoning home. Tip of his finger just turns see like it's like a warm light.
Yeah.
Just on the tip of his finger, and he just.
Yeah, while you're trying to identify what this is, you can't really put your finger on what it is, but as soon as you, there's like a small, still voice in your head it's like, it's unicorn horn. He's like, and that same voice goes, bring this to Creona.
I will pocket all of it.
Okay, so put 7 doses of unicorn horn powder in your inventory.
Alright, that's not in there, so now it is a custom item. Horn. Unicorn powder. And you said 7?
Yeah, 7 doses of unicorn horn powder. With that, I'm gonna switch back over to our other scene at hand.
Yep.
Give me a flat D20 roll for BRB.
Finally, we have an 18.
18. She comes back and she's like, "Okay, you won't believe what I just found this time."
Don't tell me it's pure snow. We are surrounded by pure snow.
No. Definitely not pure snow. The first thing that I found is this. And she pulls, it's like, she pulls this thing out from behind her, and it's like a giant red cloak. And you're like, what the heck is that? And you immediately notice that it's like the cloak that Kareth wore.
Ew.
She's like, well, I found this off of a guy who was sleeping, and lo and behold, I look a little bit further, and I found some of these. And she's holding up two things of mandrake root. He's like, see, I actually did something this time, and your friend isn't gonna die.
Good. Now you are allowed to have a sip of your pina colada.
She like runs over immediately and she's like, oh my gosh, I needed this. And she's like, best reward ever. As she begins to enjoy this pina colada. We're gonna switch the scene back over to Olatris and Groth. And so Groth.
Wait, but like.
Oh, sorry. What'd you want to?
Yeah, like now that she has the root, like I'm gonna open up the Corpendium and like start reading the rest of the recipe.
Okay. Yeah. So you begin. You crack open this book and actually, yeah. You know what? Give me a D20 Arcana check, and this will need I think this is an average, so this is a common one. So give me a 9, or if it beats
11.
11. Okay, perfect. Okay, so while you begin crushing this root up, with like with whatever, I think with the mortar and pestle, you get this root grounded up. You add some of the perfect snow into this thing, and and this stuff begins to kind of mix together. So let's see that. Let me check the compendium. Mandrake root. It's rare. Okay. Low sunlight forest. Screw me. Okay. Okay. So you've got you could complete this potion with one of the mandrake roots. Is that what you want to do? Okay. So it's going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to switch back to them and see what they want to do, and then when we come back, you will have a mandrake root potion. Switching back over to Groth and Elatris. All right, so you pocketed these pouches of unicorn horn. The rest of them are laughing and joking. What would you like to do, Elatris?
Hold on, he is downstairs.
Oh, he's downstairs. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, we could switch back. We could switch back over if that's until he gets back. Yeah.
I said switch back.
Okay. So go ahead and give me nope, actually no more checks. I think you're good for now. You put this little potion bottle together, or this potion together inside the mortar and pestle cup, and there's a small jar. Do you want to save it for later, or do you want to go ahead and just immediately give it over to Creona?
No, I'll give it immediately to...
Okay. Creona, give me a D20 roll, just a flat D20. Another 3. Okay. All right. So as you sip this, as you begin to feel this this mandrake root potion come to, you have been. So we're gonna remove 1 level of sky sickness from you. Okay. So you have now come out of it. So the blackness that you remember, Creona, slowly begins to kind of fade away, and your ears begin to kind of, like, the hearing slowly kind of begins to return to you, as you can hear the whipping winds beating down on this dilapidated shack. You open your eyes and you see that there is a very well-dressed beach panda in front of you, and Cowrie, as the two of them are looking at you, and you see these 2 little beady eyes coming from the panda, and the panda's like, "Woohoo! You didn't die! Congratulations!"
What happened?
What happened?
How long was I out for?
And she, the BRB looks over at Cowrie, and she's like, Master Kari, I don't know how long she's been out for or what happened to her, other than you had a coma, honey.
Wait, so I
Wait,
can
so I
see
can
this
see
panda?
this panda?
I thought it was
just.
I think the creator can choose
Yeah.
to like who sees it and who doesn't.
It's been 84 years.
Where's everyone else at?
They
Pandas.
are out looking for the people. Like we saw and smelled some signs that there may be people also on the summit. So the two of them went to check it out and like assess the situation.
She goes, yeah, and BRB's like, well, technically, I could also go assess the situation if you'd like. I could go and find them.
How far away can he be from me? Just like DM's player.
Ooh, yeah, good question. Check the unseen servant spell and see how far.
Oh no, it's range of 60 feet.
Only 60 feet? Okay, never mind. Just kidding.
BRB is just like, yeah,
Actually,
but it's like, I'd rather not go out into the cold again.
she's like, you have to come with me. Okay. Creona, now that you've kind of you've come up, you know, you're awake again. You start to try to move your whole body feels heavy after this, you know, this like short coma. So for the next hour, your any strength or dexterity checks are going to be at disadvantage. Just because you're still somewhat impacted by the sky sickness, but you're also just waking up from this deep sleep. Is there anything that you would like to do in the meantime?
I look at
Kari and
be
be like, thank you for staying with me and not leaving me.
No problem, girl.
BRB's like, I'm always here for you both. Or at least for the next 45 minutes. But always feel free to resummon me anytime you see fit. In fact, we have a members club back at the Unseen Servant Room, and the more times that we appear, the more points we get on the board. And I'm really trying to beat I'm really trying to beat GTFO. He might get fired.
That's funny.
Chismosa. Okay. Well, we gotta stay here while Creona tries to get better. So what I'm gonna do is like ask BRB to go get all this nice fresh snow and like make sure it's like warmed up so we have enough water.
You want to know what's better than water? Pina colada. And she sets it down next to Creona, and she's like, drink up. And she steps outside of the shack and goes to find fresh snow. With that, is there anything else you guys want to do before we switch back over?
I kind of want to make sure that we're like fortified from like the upcoming storm.
Oh yeah, good point.
But there's nothing really much that I can like do spell wise. nothing much I can do spell-wise. So,
You do have a second bit of Mandrake root, and you are at level 3 Sky Sickness.
oh yeah. Then I'll just, yeah, then I'll do the second one for myself.
Okay, give me a D20 Arcana check.
Perfect. 16.
16. All right, you're able to make a potion. You're gonna give it to yourself. Give me a D20 Constitution saving throw.
13.
13. Okay.
Well, 13 plus 3.
You
16.
remove 16. Okay. So you are going to remove 2 levels of Sky Sickness from yourself, and you are now at stage 1 Sky Sickness, which just means that you, let's see, I think you lose a lot of the penalties from this. Yeah. So you lose the -2 penalty to saving throws. Okay.
Okay, and then can I like yell out to BRB, like, "Hey BRB, while you're out there, try to find more magic root."
She's like, absolutely, Master Cowrie. I will find all of the Mandrake root that we could possibly find up here. Give me a D20 roll for her.
A 2.
A 2? Okay. What's even funnier is for my hidden roll for her, I rolled a 7, which means, yeah, it's gonna be. So she goes out and begins looking. In the meantime, we are switching back over to Olatris and Groth. So as you guys are up here on the mountain path, you stash away these seven little small bags of unicorn horn, and you look around. You see that the 3 of them are still laughing and joking. Let me see. All right, what would you like to do?
So there's nothing else in this one that looks of interest.
There's like 2 or 3 pouches of thieves' tools. There are foodstuffs in the back of this cart, and then there are like a couple of backpacks in there. If you like step in further into the wagon.
Yeah, I'll step in.
Okay, give me another stealth check. This one's gonna be a 12.
Oh, thank God for guidance. 12.
All right, 12. Okay, and then what's the total? Oh, after guidance you get 12. Okay.
After guidance,
Yeah,
I get
so
12.
Cool. You step inside this chest, or the chest. You step inside the wagon, and as you're, let me see, bring it to the front. As you're like walking around in there, you hear it creak really loudly, and you can hear the 3 of them. As soon as it creaks, you can hear one of them laughing, like he's like, ah, like almost kind of like a fake laugh. As you step inside the back of this thing, and you can hear, like, you can almost kind of hear that Groth is like moving around in the bushes out there, like repositioning himself. What would you like to do?
I am going to take I'm gonna take 2 of the thieves' tools.
Okay.
I pocket these. And I'll look through the backpack, see what's inside.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So while you Give me a D20 roll for Groth. He's at +3 stealth.
18.
18? Okay. While you're sliding these thieves' tools into your pack, you break open one of the packs, and in there you see that there are some poor quality rations. So it looks like almost kind of old, expired, dried fruits that have kind of a funny smell to them. They have some spare climbing gear in there. The bag's really dirty on the inside. They have 2 oil flasks that look like they use them for lanterns. And then there's two blankets in there that have been like completely dirtied. And upon touching them, there's like a tarish, sticky substance on them, so it feels like they've coated these blankets in pitch. So it seems like they've got like these are like their versions of like waterproof blankets, and obviously pitch is flammable, so
Yeah.
I guess if they needed to light something on fire really quick,
It would be those. Okay.
that's in the first backpack. The second one, you're not sure.
Yeah, I'll open them all of them up.
Okay, the second backpack has a bunch of brushes in there. They've got like these waxed linen wraps. They've got a satchel in there that feels much heavier than like a leather satchel should. On the inside of it, when you open it up, it's very dark inside this satchel. So whatever's lining the inside of it is very heavy. It's got like chalk little tablets in there. So there's one with a symbol for like too heavy. Another one is a sign that looks like it's got like a it says 115G on it, like 115 gold. So and then there's other small vials that with a kind of like a thick brown substance in each of these vials.
I'll snag that one as well.
You just taking the whole bag?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a D20 perception roll for this second bag.
Eight total.
8? Okay. So you needed a 5 to beat this.
No.
While you're looking at all this stuff, what it appears to be like the brushes that they use. This is for like archaeological or like body removal for like a tomb. So there's like bone brushes, waxed linen wraps. There's you look at the bag and it's like a lead lined satchel. And the small vials have resin inside them. So this is for like, they apparently it looks like they take bodies out of tombs, or they're prepared. This backpack is used to take a body out of a tomb, potentially. Because like you've seen this process before, because you're from the Temple of Lathander, so you're aware of funeral rites and how some of these things work.
Yeah. I still take the bag.
Yeah. Yeah, so you take the you could say it's the artifact handling bag, and then the second one is a common supply bag.
And that was all the bags, right?
Yeah, those were like the 2 bags with things inside them. The rest of this stuff is like tent things. There's like big wooden stakes in there that you wouldn't really be able to, they're like very unwieldy to carry with you.
So, alright, so then I will head out from this caravan, avoiding where I stepped to make that loud creak.
Okay. All right. So give me a new stealth check from advantage. And this one will need to beat a 14.
Meets it or beats it, 14.
14. Okay. As you kind of climb out of the back of this caravan, it's a long drop, and as you begin to drop down, like you can hear the wind, like that passing wind kind of stops for a second as you hit the ground, and you look around, and you can still hear them talking out back, and they're like, you hear one of them go, "Yeah, I'll go check on it." He's like, "Yeah, I'll be right back. I'll be right back." As he walks up further up the hill, over to somewhere that you can't really see, like kind of over the horizon of the hill. And so there's still the two of them, and the two of them, one of them goes, "Man, it's freaking cold." Like, he's like, I don't think it's 100% necessary that we have to sit back here, like sit outside. Like maybe we fire up the old tea kettle in one of the wagons. And so as soon as you hear that, you throw your bag over your shoulder. What would you like to do next?
I will... I will try to get some cover.
You get some cover? Okay. Which way are you gonna go? Are you gonna go right or left, or which way?
I'm gonna try to make it for those trees.
Okay, the tree's off to the left over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you begin making your way over. Actually, tell you what, we'll do this. Give me a roll for initiative.
$17.
17? Okay, interesting. They also got 17 as well. And then, all right. So you begin, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you're about 30 feet out. If you use dash, that will be, I'll have you make another stealth check, but you almost make it to the tree line. Is there anything else you'd like to do before the end of your turn?
Could I use the grappling hook to try to grab onto like one of the branches and pull myself the extra feet?
Ooh, let me see. You would have to, I think something like that, because it would make sound, would be a you would need another stealth check.
Then I'll just take the dash.
Okay, give me a stealth check then.
5 + 1, 6.
Was it a natural one?
No.
Okay, it was a 5. Okay. That's hilarious. They rolled a 4. So you roll your way into the bushes. You can see Groth is like, oh my gosh! Like as soon as you see him, he's like looking out to see if they notice. They begin walking around, and one of them's like, he's like, oh my goodness, we'll definitely have to like fire up the he's like, we'll definitely fire up the tea kettle, man. He's like, I'm so glad they gave us the wagons. He's like, can you imagine what it would be like if we had to be up, all the way up at the top? He's like, I don't envy our, the rest of them at all. And they jump inside of this wagon for a second, and then one of them comes out with like a like a small like almost kind of a lead box that's like 2 feet by 2 feet, and he walks it over into the other caravan as the second one comes with like a couple of matches, like a matchbox, and they go in there and they start lighting these. One of them's like, he's like, I don't care what we use. You could throw paper, anything in here. He's like, this thing just works really well. He's like, and so the two of them begin to like start like a fire in there. What would you guys like to do? Yeah, you see Groth, and Groth's like, he's like, we could take him out or we could sneak past him.
Focus on the one that went away. Let's focus on the one that walked away from them.
Okay. Yeah, he's still like over the hill, but so you know that there's just the two. The other one, tell you what we can do. While you guys are waiting for this one to come back down, we could switch over if you're okay with
that's
that.
fine.
Okay. All right. As we switch back over, you and Creona are up at this point. What would the two of you like to do? Oh, BRB comes back. Can you give me a like a flat D20 roll for not BRB? Yeah, for BRB.
2.
A 2. She comes back and she's like, okay, hear me out. I did not find any mandrake root, and she has like a wicker basket that she made of like branches and things like that. She's like, but I did bring the finest quality snow.
Oh my God.
And she's like, you see, she like shakes her paw off, and there's like mud on one of her paws, and she's like, but the snow is, she's like, the snow is absolutely beautiful.
He just like looks at BRB and he just goes. He just like shakes his head, and in his mind he goes, I need like an HR intervention.
No HR intervention needed here. We are perfectly fine. So you guys have refilled water skins. But that being said, what else would you guys like to do?
Are we like good?
For the time being, yeah. I mean, there's not a lot more mandrake root to be found up here.
Yeah.
And you guys have done what you can to get back as close as you can to normalcy.
Mm-hmm.
And so, BRB's like, well, now that we have settled in, we could go and find the boys, or we could,
Well, I'm just concerned about our supplies.
Let me see. Do you guys have rations?
I mean, I do, but it's not like the supplies are for like our people.
Yeah. Right now, they're all kind of stored inside that house.
Yeah. Creona, do you have any like spells that like cast like illusions or something?
Well, that's a minor illusion.
You have minor illusion. What does the minor illusion do?
For image, you can create an image of an object such as a chair, muddy footprints, or a small chest. It must be no larger than 5 foot cubed. The image can't create sounds, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. Sorry.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, but it can be 5 feet.
Yeah.
It
It can be a 5 foot cube.
5 foot cube. Oh, perfect. I was thinking if you cast minor illusion, then you can cast a barrier to cover up our stuff while we leave to go get the boys.
Okay. Let me double check
And
how
then that
long.
way nobody can actually get to our supplies. That makes sense.
It's only
a duration of 1 minute.
Ah, it's only 1 minute?
Yeah, it's a minor
Useless.
illusion.
It's a
It's a
Okay.
minor illusion.
It's not gonna last fucking
no.
hours.
Well, I don't know how minor is minor. Okay, well, do you feel comfortable leaving our stuff here?
Not really.
Not really.
With the
snow coming in?
I don't think so. Do you feel comfortable?
Well, how?
No,
she's not even gonna last that long either. Right? BRB's not gonna last that long either.
She's like, well, I mean, I have about 20 or 30 minutes.
You think
Do you think that's enough?
Let's say 30 minutes. Is that enough to
go
find the men?
I don't know how far they went.
Character
I mean, I can go.
How far did they go?
It's player to DM.
Player to DM.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, your characters wouldn't know because you haven't gone out that far.
Okay. Well, since Creona is still kind of still healing, Ari's well, I can go outside and see.
Well,
you're still
at.
Aren't you still
No,
at level 1
sickness?
Yeah.
I have 0.
I have 0.
Or
I'm good.
So
I think I'll go
No,
with.
you still have 2 for Sky Sickness.
Oh.
So you're
Yeah.
still at -2 on checks.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's fine. You can just stay here, you guard the stuff, and I won't be back. If I'm not back in 30 minutes, you can go look for me.
Okay.
Leave her to die.
Okay.
Be careful.
Be careful.
BRB's kind of standing there. It's like, not
BRB.
here, but BRB.
Take him.
With you.
So the 2 of them start walking down the path. Let me see. So,
Hey, Rose.
alright. Split this up.
How you doing?
So next, as you guys begin walking up this pathway, you see that there are feet and
Gus, you're muted.
cart tracks. Oh,
So, my bad. So, as soon as you come to the next area, Kaori, you notice that there are footprints and cart tracks that lead up this northern path. And BRB's it looks like they've been, out and about. She goes, I'm really sorry to inform you, but one of your friends, I think, died. Or he's taking a really, really long nap. And she goes over and points out one of the red brands.
Oh no.
That's
She's
not
like-
one of my friends.
not one of your friends. I'm so sorry, Master Cowrie. Who is this to you? And how important are they? Were they like a brother? What about a cousin? I'm so sorry for your loss.
Girl, this is not my friend, my comrade, my
She goes,
relative.
she's like, was he more than that to you? Like a boy? It's okay, you can tell me.
Love it.
First of all,
we will make sure that he is buried in a very dignified way.
This man means nothing to me. BRB, focus.
Oh my goodness. So, when did you meet him?
Never met.
I'm completely confused now because you made it sound like he was at first that he was like a close family member, and then he was a friend, and then he was a boyfriend, and then it made it sound like it was like, just a wild mountain hookup, and then now he means absolutely nothing to you and you've never met him before. Master Cowrie, she puts her paw on your shoulder, and she's like, listen, you can keep your secrets are safe with me. None of these secrets, when I go back, will be told to the other servants, okay? Or if it is, it will only be told for, for service-related purposes only, to make sure that you are consoled to the highest degree.
BRB.
Yes, Master Cowrie.
This man is a stranger. I've never had any relationships with him whatsoever. You are the one that jumped to conclusions.
My apologies. Wow. I mean, for a human, he is pretty cute, but that's beside the point. That's beside the point. Okay. Random guy. We're leaving him here.
Yes.
Alrighty. Are we going up there or down there? So she's talking about the north path or the south path?
Can I look for footprints?
Yes, there are lots of footprints and cart tracks heading in the north, and they are coming from where you guys came from, but they were covered up at one point.
Okay.
So they are clearly going towards the northern path.
Alright, let's go north.
Alright. You guys are walking up the northern path, and she's like humming to herself. So with that, I need you to roll for initiative.
No! What did I do?
Nothing.
A 1.
You rolled a 1, okay. Alright, let's see. Oh, it puts you at 3. Okay. Alright. As you guys are walking up this path, she's still humming, and she's like, oh, also, she's like, I'm really curious. Do you want me to go and look for mandrake root up here?
Yes.
Ah, perfect. Okay, then I will go ahead and look around for mandrake root. And she begins running ahead. What would you like to do?
I'd like to kind of go towards the side of the road so I'm not on open road.
Okay.
And just make sure that I'm still being quiet and cautious.
Okay. You see that BRB is kind of looking around, and she notices that there's some small white smoke coming from the tent as she looks into there, and she looks out, and you can see that she's looking around for Cowrie. Cowrie, give me a stealth check with advantage. And you'll need to be a 6.
Perfect.
22? Okay. So you are kind of following the tracks. There's 2 pairs of tracks, and you're following them up this hill, and you can see that the BRB looks into this thing, and she's looking around for you. as she begins to start walking, she starts walking back down the path, and as she sees you, she's like, oh, perfect, I found 2 more. Give me a flat d20 roll with disadvantage.
Well, they can't see her.
They can't see her, but they can hear her. She is not an unheard servant.
BRB, be quiet.
Wait, shut.
Shh. Wait, what am I rolling?
D20 disadvantage.
I can't click.
So you're gonna roll 2 d20s and you're gonna take the lower.
Okay, sorry, that's the first one is a 2.
Oh.
Great, fantastic. And the other one is a 4. So they're both
2.
terrible.
2.
And so as soon as you hear that, you see this giant panda that you've never seen before, Latris, and all of a sudden one of them peeks their head out, and he's like looking around. He's like, "Did you hear that?" And you hear inside the tent. He's like, "What was that?" There was a voice, and as that voice, as he's like, "Well, what was the voice?" You see that there's one of them walking back down the mountain, and he like looks around. Oh, he didn't get. And he's like, "Hey guys, I'm back." And one of them's like, looking like one of them looks at him, and the other, like the one that's peeking his head outside of the tent, he like looks at the other guy, and he's like, "What?" And he's like, nothing." He's like, "Yeah, come on in." And as the third one jumps up into this the back of this caravan wagon, what would you, let me see, hold on a second, start. Oh, Latris, you were up. What would you like to do?
I will make a snowball and throw it towards
Calvary.
towards where I saw the panda at.
Okay. Give me a d20 roll. Give me an attack roll against Cowrie.
18.
18. All right, you throw this giant snowball over like 40 feet, and it just crests over this rock that you think that Cowrie is behind, because you see the panda, and like Cowrie, you feel like on top of your head, but you can't tell where this snowball came from exactly. What would you guys like to do? Actually, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm gonna look at Groth and I'm gonna say, well, they are confined.
Groth goes,
move up towards the side of them, on the closest side.
He's like, "You got it." He takes his crossbow and he slowly starts walking around back. Let me see. Give me a d20 roll for Groth, and he will be at +4.
7.
7. Okay.
So
All right. While he's walking, as he's walking across these tree branches, there's a snap, and one of them's like, "See, I told you something was out there. I told you something was out there. Oh my gosh." He's like, and so all three of them go from talking to suddenly quiet. And Groth begins to move a little bit further, and he's directly behind, like at the back of this wagon. Keep in mind the backs of these are so that you can only traverse into the front of this. So here we go. I'll mark it. You'll only be able to like traverse through the front. The back sides of these are solid.
Oh, okay. So then he wouldn't move to the back. Then he would move off to the.
Like off to right here.
No, he would move off to the other side then, kind of like
Like on this
No,
side?
on the right side.
Oh, so on the back side?
More right.
Oh, like on the back right side? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be right there, ready to attack.
Okay.
Was me throwing that snowball in action?
Yeah, because you rolled an attack roll.
Yeah, but it's like non-contested. What I will say, I'll say that I'll give you another action if
Okay.
just because none of this stuff is like it's not majorly contested. I'll say that it was like a free action almost.
Okay. Then I will move. So passing by there, would I have noticed like is it like completely wide open, or is it like there's like curtains like right there, but it's like
Kind of like a curtain, yeah, kind of like a curtain, so it's like somewhat visible.
So I
but
would
not
have
completely visible.
I would have noticed that was it open or was it closed?
You would have known that it is. Let me see. Because the three of them are in that particular one, they probably closed the curtain to keep the heat in, and so they would not have the same level of visibility that this one would have with the curtain being somewhat open.
Okay. So then I will move to where the opening is.
Okay. Okay. Give me a stealth check. Eight.
Hang on. I got guidance here.
Okay.
That is 9. Son of a bitch.
9. Okay. I'm making a D20 roll for their perception check. So if it ties, we'll just re-roll. If it does not, if there's a clear winner here, then we'll see what goes from there on. And they rolled a 12. So +1 is a 13. So as soon as you were walking over, you feel your feet like kind of kick a rock, and then you could hear one of them jump out. And as he jumps out, he sees you, and he's like, "What are you doing here?"
Using my last spell slot, guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. Okay. All right. We're gonna go ahead and start this combat then. Let's see.
Is that Jaquez that is currently watching me right now? Uh-oh.
Hi, Black Man. Sorry. Hi, Duckwas.
All right. Give me a D20 roll.
To hit?
Yeah, to hit.
Jesus Christ. I can use that on my.
You guys hear the music okay? Is it too loud? It's
I
gonna start off.
I don't hear any music.
I don't hear
I just
anything.
hear the effects.
Okay.
I hear the effects. I don't hear music.
Is that better? It is gonna get a little bit louder as the song goes on. Okay, cool.
Okay. Well, that was a 8 to hit.
An 8 to hit. Okay. All right. So as you channel this guiding bolt into your hand, you throw it, and the guy that jumps out and he's like, "What are you doing?" immediately drops to the ground as soon as he sees this light form in your hand. And this thing sails overhead into the forest, and you just see like almost kind of like a holy explosion in the background. And one of them goes, he's hostile. So up next to the 3 red brand ruffians. So the first one's gonna pull out, like the one that jumped down to the ground pulls out a dagger, and he throws it directly at you. So hold on, give me just a second. Which is an 18 to hit, so 22.
That hits.
Okay. So it's gonna deal 1 + 2, so 3 total piercing damage. The second one kind of jumps out of the back of the cart. He's got a crossbow in hand, and he's like, "Who do you work for?" And then shoots this crossbow. The crossbow bolt completely sails overhead because he's not used to aiming he was aiming at you in like midair, and as soon as he landed, he slides down the hill a little bit and preemptively pulls the trigger into the ground. The third one's going to jump out of the back with his short sword readied, and he's going to make an attack at you for a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And it's going to deal 5 points of slashing damage as he like kind of slashes you across, like kind of down your arm.
All right.
While they're in the middle of focusing on you, Groth comes out of the back of the shadows with his giant morning star on his back and slams one of them in the back of the head for 16 points of damage. So as he hits this guy in the back of the head, it hit like what you see. This is the guy that's on the ground. What you see is like, what's that?
How many points of damage?
16.
Dang.
So Groth comes out while he's still laying there and then just crushes his head into the ground completely. Like there's just this big red splat, and anything that was inside his head is now on the snow out in front of you guys. And Groth's like, I guess we're going loud now. Boom! And kills him like right in front of you. He turns to the other one who's like, no, wait, and then takes a second attack. Ooh, actually this one's gonna be at advantage because he has a weapon property. So he hits a 23 to hit with 11 points of damage, and the surprise attack is an 8. So 11 and 8 is 19. So the second guy's like, he's like, no, and he slams this guy into the side of the cart, and he just like his chest just boom caves in. This guy's bleeding out on the ground, completely dead after 19 points of damage. And the third one, so he holds his morning star to this guy's face and like starts pressing it into the side as he begins to bleed, and he's like, please. And let's see, Kaori, you're up. What would you like to do?
I mean, I'm gonna start going in for support. I'm just gonna like.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go closer in.
All right.
And be like, hey, like we need information from these guys.
All right, Olatris, you're up. What would you like to do?
Okay. So is this guy surrendering?
Effectively, yes. He's like, he is completely blindsided at the fact that that Groth just came and just immediately canceled their life subscriptions in a single strike. Like, as there's two of them, there's just blood everywhere, and Groth's morning star is like in this guy's face, and he's like, give me a good reason not to make you just like them.
I will take out my short sword.
Mm-hmm.
I will go behind him, put my short sword up against his throat, and tell him to start talking.
Okay, give me an intimidation check.
That was 5 plus 4, 9.
Okay. He's like, okay. He goes, okay, what do you want me to talk about? Like, I can't just, he's like, I mean, I could just talk about anything, but obviously you guys want specific information.
What are you doing here? What are you transporting?
We're here transporting, goods from like temples and things like that. We're basically artifact hunters. And Groth goes, yeah, I think this might be a good time to get Yarno up here. He's like, this could be, he's like, get who up here? Whoa, 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 whoa. And Groth's like, whoa, 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 whoa. We're the ones asking the questions. And like, kind of puts him back into the snow with his morning star. He's like, I think it might be a good time to, you know. And he with his other hand, he's like points behind his back, like signaling towards the wand.
Do it.
And he goes, when we get back down to where we were, we'll do what we got to do. He's like, probably not up here. And he looks over at this guy. He's like, where are your fucking friends? And the guy's like, okay. He's like, they're further up. And he looks over at you and he's like,
how many are there?
Okay. Let me see. He's like kind of working it out in his head, and he's like, maybe 13, maybe 14 of us. He's like, listen, we could completely talk this out. We are not here to stop you guys from passing through the mountains or whatever you have to do. He's like, and if you guys are bandits, listen, I don't have a lot on me, but you guys can have whatever is in these carts.
Why are you separate from your friends?
Our boss asked us to be a lookout. We were really just kind of here to make sure that, nobody wandered up this way. And there's also a broken bridge up there. It's only if, just making sure that nobody gets hurt.
Insight check.
Yeah. Give me a D20. Give me an insight check.
18.
He rolled a 3. Okay. He's like, yeah, I mean, like, we're just here, like, we're really just here to make sure that nobody's getting hurt. You can tell that he genuinely believes what he's saying. He's, they're not, sorry, I'm turning this down because I'm getting kind of crushed by audio. He's like, I promise, like, we're like, yes, we take artifacts from places, but no, we're not here to, to start a fight or to rouse any kind of trouble with the locals, wherever they may be up here. He's like, we're from, I mean, we come down from, from Lork or wherever. And Groth looks over and he's like, hey, rich boy, it's you, Cowrie.
Wrong game, brother.
He's like, is this dude...
Wrong game.
Is this guy telling the truth?
Yeah. It looks like it.
He's like
these
who?
These guys kind of suck, though.
Yeah.
I don't like these guys.
Groth looks down at him with like kind of a smile, and he's like, if he doesn't like you, he's like, I mean, he's like, we could turn this into a, a really short encounter. And he's like, no. I swear. What do we? He's like, I don't even know what we did to make you not like us. He's like,
you stole from an old lady.
Stole from a. What are you talking about? No. There was a. You could see that he's like working it out in his head right now. He's like, that was completely different. She was dead.
No, these guys are like a terrible company. Like, they are literally known for robbing graves. They have zero like self-remorse. They suck.
You can see that there's like a look of shock on his face, and he's like, it's not just any old person's grave. Like, he's like, I swear, we only go in place like really old places that nobody cares about. Just like here, we would never rob a regular person's grave.
I look at Groth and tell him, what do you think?
Groth's like, I mean,
Do we end him? Then go take care of the 14 others that are up ahead?
Groth like puts his Morningstar away. He's like, no, we wouldn't end this guy. I mean, honestly, he seems like a pretty good dude. Listen, he's like, listen, buddy. I'll tell you what. I believe your story. I think we should take you back to, back down the mount, back down the hill, and we'll just hold on to you for a little bit. And if everything's good, no problem, right? He's like, I just want to take it. Our boss is a nice guy. He'll let you go back to your group. We just got to make sure that you're not causing any trouble for the rest of us. He's like, so just come along with us, and everything will be fine. And you can see this guy like looks terrified, and he's like, "Yeah, I'd be willing to help whatever you guys need help with. I'm willing to help."
I look at Cowrie. I go, "Hey, give me your rope."
All right, rope.
And I'll just tie his hands behind his back.
He's like, "Yeah, see." And we're not even tying the rope that tight. All right. So we're just gonna, like I said, we're just gonna take a trip down, back down to base camp. And, when everything's all good and everything's cleared up, you'll come right back to your people. He's like, sorry about the mess. We just, he's like, no, it's a miscommunication. Anyways.
Before we leave.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I want to peek inside that other caravan that they were in.
Oh yeah. When you look inside the second one has large hammocks kind of hanging from both sides of the inside of this wagon. And so it looks like inside these there's like all kinds of like little pockets and stuff like that. They're completely empty, but it looks like it's basically to separate treasure and to transport large amounts of like small trinkets and items. And you can see that there's like labels. It'll be like gold, like bangles, rings, gold pieces, jewelry, things like that. And then each of them have like little designations. And so,
all right. Just on the off chance that somebody else comes down to check on them, I will drag the bodies into the forest or into the trees to the left and cover them up in snow, and any blood trails, just kind of move the snow around, pack it down, make it look like nothing happened.
So there's kind of like a pinkish spot around here, but there's not like a lot of like clear indications like where the pink came from or what it is, but there's still kind of at this point it's kind of gotten into the snow. But you do your best job to kind of cover it up with fresh snow and things like that. And so there's like these lumps of snow around that kind of cover it up, but there's still like little traces and hints of pink. Actually, you know what? Give me a performance check at disadvantage. And this will be a 19.
Sweet. Natural 1.
Okay, so yeah, so parts of it, there's still like these like splotches that are really hard to cover up, but you cover up with fresh snow. So it doesn't, like, on its outset, it doesn't appear like anything bloody happened here.
All right, and then
at least on the ground, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, so at least on the ground, it looks like everything's kind like something may have happened, but as long as you're not really being observant of it, it looks like you pretty much covered everything up.
And in the process of moving these bodies out of the way, was there anything of value on them? Gold, new type of weapon, something?
you find 18 silver pieces total on them. One of them had a like a regular crossbow. One had a short sword. Another one had a short sword and a couple of daggers on him.
You said 18?
18. Oh yeah, 18 silver. So these guys are getting paid terribly.
That's a damn shame. All right, make our way back down.
Okay. Yeah. As you guys make your way all the way back to to camp here, Creona, you see that once everybody gets back, there's a guy dressed in this like red scarlet cloak that gets pushed down onto the snow
what's up,
next to the
Beecham?
ridge, and Groth's like, so Groth looks at you, Olatris, and he's like, well, if you're ready, then I'm ready. And he like holds up the wand.
Yeah, tell him to do it. And I'll head into where Creona was.
Yeah, Groth. He's like, oh, actually, he's like, I have something. He's like, trick of the trade here, right? He's like, Yarno and I talked about this, but he's like, 1 second. He pulls out a small pouch on the side, and he's like, hold on a second. Like clears out with his boot, like clears out like a patch, kind of like a 5x5 patch of dirt, and begins kind of sprinkling this stuff around. And then fires. He takes the wand out and then fires this red star. But like this thing. He fires it down the mountain, but you see like there's like a small spark that kind of goes, that kind of silently goes out into the wind. You see that it's being carried by the wind for a little bit, and that spark, that red spark, kind of glows less and less and less and less until you see a big like bright boom that hits over it, and he's like, sent the red star cluster, and he's like, check this out. He goes back to his circle, and he's like, you got a dagger or anything sharp on you?
Pull out my short sword.
He's like, that's a little big, and then pulls out a bolt, and then stabs some of his he like stabs the center of his hand and takes some of the blood and then sprinkles it into the center. And then while it's sitting there, he's like, okay, stand back for a second. And the Red Brand guy's watching him. As soon as he finishes with, let me see. As soon as he finishes with this like almost kind of like little mini ritual, the circle begins to glow kind of like a kind of like a teal green. And he's like, trust me, you'll like this. Let me see. Trying to get some stuff together, and
I appreciate that, Beecham. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope your lobbies are doing well. Hope you're making it to Pole.
All right. So while you guys are standing there, like watching this in the snow, suddenly, you see that there's like maybe 2 or 3 figures there, and as they kind of come into appearance, you see that Scrog shows up, and he's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing here?" You see that Bram comes into view, and then Yarno does as well, and he's like, "We just saw your." We just saw your emergency cluster. And he's like, Scrog, we need to get to work. And Groth's like, yeah, ooh, thank you so much. I'm gonna take like a few of these. You want the rest of the pack? There you go. Also, would you mind grabbing us waters? Mm-hmm. Thank you. So yeah, Yarno, Bram, and Scrog appear in this circle, And he's like, what's the problem? And so after him and Groth kind of talk back and forth about what they just saw, is there anything you want to chime in with, Olatris?
None. I was just gonna point towards our newly acquired friend here.
Yeah. And you point towards him, and Yarno, you see Yarno looks really upset. Then he goes, and who the hell is this? And he walks over and he's like pointing towards this guy. And the guy's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not here to fight you. And so, thank you so much. Yarno takes the staff that you guys sold to him and puts it into his chest. And he's like, then I want answers. Who are you guys and where'd you come from? He's like, we're part of the Red Brand Trading Company, and we're based out of Lork, and you know, we just came up here to on an artifact drive. We swear we're not here to. He's like, artifact drive for what? And he's like, for Deadstone Cleft. It's, you know, like a small, like little dwarven vault that we were just trying to, you know, get some things from. And Yarno turns around to you guys and he's like, we did not come up here all this way just to get the rug pulled out from under us. And so he turns around and he goes, he's like, where are the rest of, he asks you guys, where are the rest of them?
I'll tell him that there's 14 more just a ways up the cliff.
Okay. He's like, well, that's good to know. Okay. He's like, Scrog, come here. And so him and Groth kind of walk out of earshot for a little bit. And Groth's like, he's like, yeah, definitely. Well, he's like, well, we'll get the rest of them up here. He's like, I'll use the second bag for that, but he's like, we'll prioritize Clark. The rest of us just need to go up the hill. And Yarno's like, no, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the three of them up, and he's like, we'll settle this matter out today. He's like, we're not going to be like we were back in the valley.
Thank you,
where we
Beecham.
hesitated. He's
Be
like, this
around,
time, bud. I think this is the right time to do what we need to do. Hold on a second. Me.
Bless you.
Oof. Thank you. So he looks over at Creona, Yarno, and he's like, Creona, are you okay?
Hanging in there.
Okay. He's like, so I think this is what we should do. Let's take a short break, okay? Let's get everybody up here, and then we're going to march up that hill, and we're going to talk with the Red Brand leader, and we're going to let him know that, you know, we're here to do our bidding, all right? He's like, and your friends are not going to take a single thing out of that temple or vault or whatever it is. He's like, we came here, and if you guys want to fight us for it, then we will gladly fight. And we'll do to the rest of you guys like your two friends, like what happened to your two friends. And the guy's like, hey, man, at this point, I'm not even a part of them anymore. You know, it's like, well, he's like, well, let's go ahead and get set up over here. So that being said, is there anything you guys want to do within the next hour or so while you guys are waiting for everybody else. No?
I
guys-
I want to
Can
gain my
Kaori
spell
kind of,
slots
like,
back.
look at
Mhm.
like the red brand and basically be like try to gain some insight if like this guy can be completely turned.
Yeah, you can.
Like,
If you want to go talk to him, you can.
yeah.
You said you want to get your spell slots back.
That's only on long rest though.
Yeah. Let me see. Electris. Also, something I have from your sky sickness is that your character has insomnia, which means you are not going to be able to benefit from the effects of a long rest unless your sky sickness is cured.
Harry doesn't sleep anyways.
Yeah.
No, I think that's me. I
Kaori,
think I have sky sickness for that.
for that specific thing, yeah. Yeah, Kaori, you still have nausea,
Yeah.
like a simple nausea. So,
Well, is BRB still around?
BRB is in the last couple of minutes of being available, and so BRB is like, Master Kaori, just to inform you, I am at the end of my time, but make no mistake, this was a great time.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Not a long time at all. We killed bad guys. We saved, we saved Princess Creona, and we drank a pina colada, and that's all, that's really all I could ask for. We also found a really cute dead guy, but he's dead. So,
Jesus.
so rest in
tell.
peace.
Oh, I thought you were gonna give him a name. I was about to be like, yo, all right. I'll tell Creona, I'll be like, hey, can you send BRB to go find something to cure this? Because I don't think I would know.
Me.
Well, not Kaori.
Yeah, if you could just, before you leave, make like another loop around to see if like there's no other mandrake root nearby.
And make sure
he says it's make sure she gets just mandrake root and no more snowballs.
Yeah, focus.
She goes, I will make it the greatest 2-minute search that I've ever done before. Please give me a flat D20 check for Arcana. 18. Okay, she comes back with, give me a D6 roll.
D6. Save.
She comes back with 5 mandrake roots.
Okay, BRB, you did such a great job. I will reward you with the last 30 seconds of your time here with another pina colada. There you go. Go grab some good snow girl.
She goes, where's the pina colada? And she fades off into the distance. She's got this look on her face like,
I'll take before like as soon as I hear snowballs, like I'm already like packing it down, making one, and then
you're like mid pina colada. You realize you have like no pineapple, like nothing, and then it just fades, and then Scrog turns around and he's like looking at Electris, and he's like, "Aren't you a holy man? You know what?" And like just quiets himself.
Who was saying that?
Like, he goes, "Aren't you a holy man?"
No, who said that?
Oh, Scrog.
Oh, I'll take my freshly packed snowball and throw it at him.
Give me an attack roll.
Oh, 10. That was so close to being a 15.
You miss, and then him seeing that happen, he packs a snowball of his own, and rolls a 17.
Yeah.
Is that a hit?
Hey, meets or beats.
Yeah, just like a snowball just like plaps into your face, and he's like, that's what you get.
I look at him,
Holy man.
tell him, don't start a war you're not prepared to finish.
Oh, thy holiness, please spare me. That being said, okay, so you guys give me a Arcana check for the Mandrake Root Potion. Also, don't forget, itching in the back of your pouch, Olatris, are 7 pouches of unicorn
wait,
horn.
Arcana at advantage.
Yes, Arcana, and then yes at advantage because you successfully made 2. Don't forget you got unicorn horn. And unicorn horn, according to the compendium, I think wipes sickness. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it does.
It's very expensive.
I will help with the Arcana check.
Okay.
And,
yeah.
Sprinkle in some unicorn horn. It's a 17.
Okay. 17. Okay, so yes, that's gonna be +1. And then what'd you get for the Arcana check?
Not high at all.
What'd you get?
5.
5. You want a guidance?
Yes. I will guidance Coward.
Okay. Put a D4.
2.
2. Dang, just beats it. You make how many? So you make another. So this one's unicorn horn and mandrake root. So you make 1 successful potion. What do you want to do with it?
Who's in most need of it right now?
Creona.
Okay, then give it to Creona.
Okay, Creona.
Mm-hmm.
You drink this potion, and how does it taste?
Disgusting.
Here, you want to go?
It tastes like grass.
I was gonna say you want to go disgusting. Tastes like eggnog.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It tastes like it's like flaky and powdery, and then also it tastes like it's like powdered dirt and water together. But upon swallowing this, you have been completely cleared of sky sickness.
Yay.
Also give me a 4d4 roll. So a d4 4 times.
So click it.
You can
1, 2. No.
Yeah, you can click that D4 up to 4 times.
Did you get 4?
I think, and then roll it.
Okay, roll. 9.
9.
You heal 9 points of health.
I think she's been at full health this entire time.
Okay, so you are you're super healthy. Nah, I'm kidding. Okay, so yeah, you don't heal above your maximum, but you do feel that there's like a refreshing feeling that has come to your body. You feel like this weight that's been in your chest has been lifted as you can feel yourself breathe freely and clearly, although it's not that delightful because of the cold mountain air. And you see Yarno's like, he's like, we definitely need to get this camp built out as quickly as possible because he's like, or we need to get up into the temple as quickly as possible because this mountain storm is definitely going to cause us some problems. In the meantime, Howery, as you are finished making the potions, you wanted to talk to the Red Brand guy. You see that he's kind of sitting there in the snow shivering. And so he's like, well, he's like hoping for the best. How are you?
Just make me understand.
Of course.
Your company sucks.
Yeah.
Why do you work for them?
Well, let me see. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. He's like, well, I've got. I don't really tell people stuff like this, but you know, back at home, I got a sick friend, and there's a bunch of us that live together, and obviously, he can't really go out and make any money, and so I guess it was just a job for me to kind of get out of town but to help people, help my friends from back at home. And I know that it's probably not the best, but I don't know, it gave me a sense of community or something. I needed something, you know.
You think that it's okay to be going around like robbing people's graves and like ruining literally every town that you guys raid?
Okay, I think we're probably getting off on the wrong foot here. We don't do that at every town, and we don't. It's not like a grave robbing thing. It's more like we're just collecting artifacts. Okay, yeah, we do some bad stuff sometimes, but that's not. It's more like. It's more like just. It's like dumb stuff that we do. We shouldn't be doing it, but we do. But I think I'm ready to kind of be done with all of this. I shouldn't have.
Okay, what's your name?
Well, me, I'm
Don't be lying to me.
No, yeah, I'm trying to think of it. Sorry, I'm trying to think of a name. I'm Elric DeVere. DeVere.
Alright. Elric DeVere.
I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
von Liechtenstein.
No,
How much was the Red Brand paying you to do dumb shit?
almost. I mean, not a whole lot. I mean, it's better than working in Lork, but probably not enough. But I mean, when you come from nothing, sometimes being able to have the freedom to put some food in your belly when you want is better than nothing. And you can see he's probably about in his like maybe early 20s. Like he's just like this like skinny kid.
He is just but a wee baby.
Yeah, can Kaori Kaori do an insight check to be like if he believes him or not?
Yeah.
Or like if he can see if he's telling the truth.
Yep, he rolled a natural 1.
He rolled a natural 1? What does that mean?
For either persuasion or deception, he rolls a natural 1. I'll reveal to you what it is, but give me your roll, and I'll.
A 13.
13. Okay. You could tell by the tattoos on his body and some of the kind of like his demeanor that his story doesn't seem like it's implausible, but it does seem like that he probably feels like you've seen people like this before who are in the slum, who grow up in the slums, and he probably doesn't know any better life other than doing what he's been doing. And so he's trying to make it sound noble, like, he's trying to make his way out of there, but part of you believes that this is kind of just who this person is for right now. Not that people, people can change, but you get the sense that, like, sometimes birds of a feather flock together. Not that they can't change, but the result of his decision making has not put him far from where he is now.
All right, well, stay put.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kaori goes over to Yarno.
He's like, "Of course, yes, sir." Yeah. Yarno's like, What's going on, son? You can see that Bram, as you walk up, Bram's a little annoyed with you.
Bram's always annoyed with me. I was gonna ask Yarno, hey, this kid's saying that there's at least 14 people up there.
He's like, okay.
Do you think, like, what do you think, like, our standing is? Do you think we can take them on?
He goes, if they're anything like this kid, he's like, I feel like we could probably send, he's like, we might have to send Dusty up there to make it an even fight. And you can see that he's smiling at you, and Bram's like, sorry, Yarno's a little focused right now. He's trying, and you can see that Yarno's trying to ritual cast something. And Bram's like, is there anything that, anything super pertinent about your conversation with him?
I just want to see, like, like, this kid just seems like he's in a bad spot. Like, what are the chances of, like, giving him, like, making him part of the team?
Bram's like, we definitely don't have the money for that. And Yarno's like, well, hold on now. Listen, I think he's like, you know, a lot of people come from bad places. I mean, and you see, as soon as he says that, you can see that Groth looks over at you guys. And he's like, you know, at one point in my life, I was a lot like that kid. So it's not like I don't have pity for people like himself. It's just, what's his, you know, what does he want to do going forward? I think that's what's important. So whether he can join us or not is kind of up to him. You know? And what does he believe in his mind is the next right decision? Does he want to go home? Does he still want work? What is he willing to do? He's like, and if he really wants to work and he really wants to be a part of us, and you see that Groth's kind of like, oh my gosh, like he kind of like rolls his eyes at it. He's like, and you can hear Groth's like, we can't just accept everybody that wants to come in. It's got a bad story though. He's like, I'm not saying that didn't happen with us. And Yarno's like, I know. But listen, if the kid's really genuine and if he really wants to be a part of us, I don't see the hurt. And Groth's like, you're the boss. And Yarno's like, that I am. He looks back over at you at Cowrie, and he's like, is there anything else?
That's it.
All right, we're gonna try to get the rest of everybody up here. We were gonna do the whole climbing thing, but since you guys sent the big cluster out, we're gonna have to use our dimension door to try to get the rest of the party here. And so, after about 45 minutes, you can see that he creates like a symbol on the ground, which after a little bit you can see just like the prior guys that were teleported in, let's see, the rest of the party comes into focus. Let's see, make sure I got everybody.
Also, like, what's Bram's beef? What the heck?
Are you asking me that, or are you asking Bram that?
No! It's just like in his head, he's like, everybody likes me. What's his problem?
Yeah. Let me see.
Hey, while you do that, let's take a short little break. My mom just got here, so we're gonna head downstairs.
Yeah.
Go.
It's actually a good point to take a break too.
So, I am going to...
Pause.
I have Did all of the audio. We are good to go.
We are good to go. Welcome back for our short break. So, during the time that you guys were resting as a party, the rest of the camp was summoned. So, Valandra, Dusty, Mika is up. And she, as soon as Mika comes into focus, she gets super excited and comes and gives Olatris and Cowrie a hug. She's like, "Oh, it was so boring down there. But up here it's so crispy. I love the smell of the mountain air." And she's like, "How is it? Oh, I see you have captured friends." And as she looks over at the Red Brand, she's like, I miss the mountains so much. She's like, "It is up here, it is nothing but ice, wind, and freedom."
Ice and wind for sure.
She goes, "Well, not freedom for that guy, but freedom for the rest of us." And then, while she's in the middle of speaking, Yarno's like, "All right, everyone, listen up." And he's like, "We have some serious business to take care of up here." Oh, I forgot Tori.
I was about to interrupt Yarno and be like, "Hey, what about Tori and God, what's the other guy's name?"
Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
Tori and Aaron
have
are-
an idea right now. For Tori.
Yeah. You see that Tori and Aaron immediately go into the into like the small shack. To try to get her out of the cold.
Yeah.
Because she's still sick.
Before Yarno starts his speech, we still have more of the ashen vine, right?
I don't think you guys have any more of the ash vine clusters.
Okay, then I'll go over to Tori, and I'll ask them like, "Hey, do you guys still have one of those other potions? Because I remember making them too."
Aaron's like, "No, we used both of them. She should be okay for the next couple of days. Her symptoms should stable out for a little bit, and then, hopefully we'll be back down the mountain and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For the meantime," he's like, "I think she's going to be okay for now. We just need to make sure that she stays out of the cold."
Okay, well then in that case, Cowrie, I'm gonna need some of that mandrake root.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Yarno's like, "Hey, gang, hold on a second. Before we get too deep into all this stuff," he's like, "we got to go and deal with this threat up there, like, immediately. We will be back down, and we will," he's like, "we will handle the situation completely. We just need to make sure that what we're about to do, gets done. Because if we don't clear this mountain off immediately, time is of the essence, and we're going to be, we're losing time basically. So that being said, let's go ahead and get everybody together." He's like, "I got all my fighters. Dusty, Valandra, I need you two to stay here and to start setting up the main tent." He's like, "Also, put that guy in a cage. All right. Have Aaron help you, and let's get one of the retractable cages out so that he's, that he's properly being taken care of." You see that guy over in the corner. He's just like, "Oh man." So he's like, "All right. So this is how things are gonna go, okay?" And he's standing next to Clark. He's like, Bram, I'm gonna have you stay back here at the camp. Or no, Bram. He's like, Bram. Actually, Bram. He's gonna have Bram come with you guys. He's like, my main three. He's like, I need you guys to come with me. I need Mika, Scrog, and Groth. We're gonna make our way up this hill, and we're gonna deal with these people one way or another. He's like, all right, this is not a time. He's like, if you guys feel any kind of reservations about attacking any enemies up here, then, you know, speak now or forever hold your peace. He's like, but we did not come up here all this way just to get turned around because somebody is basically taking what's, you know, pulling the rug right out from under us. All right. He's like, this is not fair, and we have every right to this place as much as they do. So we're going to go up there and we'll talk to them, or we'll fight it out if we have to. So, he's like, all right, everybody who's with me, let's move out. So, let me see. So I'm going to have you guys move over to the hill area. All right. So as you guys are making your way through the hill area here, Yarno, I'm just gonna briefly ask this. So while you guys are walking through, Yarno sees one of them dead, and he's like, did you guys kill this one?
No, he was dead when we first found him.
Okay. Have we killed any so far?
Yes.
All right. He's like, because that's important. Okay.
I'll go over
How
just
many...
to make sure that that one is actually dead, and I will put my short sword through his face. He's been dead for a few hours at this point. At this point, rigor mortis and the frost has completely frozen his body, and it looks like his eyes have been shut, so he looks like he probably died in his sleep. Now he has a third eye. You said he's got a third eye? He's got a third eye now. It is...
Yeah. You guys are making your way up the hill, and Yarno goes... Yarno's like, all right. I'm going to... He's like, I'm going to try to handle some of this stuff. Bram, Clark, Scrog, you guys are going to be with me and the forward party. The rest of you guys, actually, Groth, you two, come with me. And he's like, and the rest of you guys stay behind. All right, whatever. If we get into a scuffle or anything like that, I just need you to back us up. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, and so, Yarno and the rest of the group begin walking up the hill. You guys get all the way to the top of the hill. Yarno notices the blood because you rolled a 1 to cover it up.
Yeah.
He immediately notices the blood. He's like, is that where you guys killed your that guy? And Groth's like, we killed 2 of them. And I killed 2 of them. And he's like, okay, got it. He's like, let's go. You guys make your way. There's a broken bridge at the top of the hill. And Yarno's like, all right, who's going over first?
Well, somebody from the forward party should be going, because if we go, then
yeah,
we're going to be out there.
All right, so Clark, Groth, Scrog make their way over, and they're like, all right, we'll guard the bridge. So they move all the way up. Yarno makes his way across, and now it's the rest of you. Yarno goes, hey, you guys, I need you guys to stay on this side of the bridge if things go bad. And then Bram goes over as well. He's like, we'll let you know if anything, we'll let you know if we need you guys. Bram, stay behind here, and we'll go out. So just so you guys know, you guys can see kind of somewhat past the wall here. And so the 4 of them go up, and Bram stays here, and Clark stays behind. Okay, actually, Scrog stays behind. All right. While you guys are waiting here, is there anything that you guys would like to do in preparation before you guys go to this next area?
I will make the mandrake root with the unicorn.
Okay, give me an Arcana check. You need this is a 14 to beat, so if there's any kind of bardic inspiration or anything like that, this would be a good time to use it.
No. 24.
24. Okay, so you make a mandrake root. Okay, so this is a kind of like a potion of cure disease. Okay.
How many mandrake roots do we have total?
You had.
So we had gotten 5.
So
one got used.
Yeah, so you have 4 more. So you can make 4 more of these, or 3 more of these, because you made 1 successful.
I'll make 2 more.
Okay. Give me 2 rolls from advantage, and you need to beat a 14.
14.
Okay.
19.
Okay. You have 2 more cure disease potions.
So we have a total of 3. So I will take 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. While you guys are in the middle of it, Bram comes back up to the other side. He's like, come on, let's go, all of you. And Mika's like, oh, I am so excited. We are going to finally get to see this place. As she jumps over. Give me an athletics or acrobatics check from the 3 of you, whichever one to jump over. This one's going to be a very simple jump. It's a 5.
13 for me.
13? All right, Elatris, you make it over first.
Acrobatics or athletics?
16.
16? All right.
17.
17.
All right, 3 of you make it over. As soon as you make it over, Creona, you start thinking about B Stallion, and how B Stallion got left behind at the camp, at the foot of the mountain. And like, there's a hope in your heart that B Stallion's okay. But Bram, those inward thoughts get broken immediately, and Bram's like, "Come on, let's go." And as you guys walk down, you see that Yarno's talking to one of them, and Yarno's like, he's like, "Go get him." And Scrog, Clark, and Groth are up here, kind of sitting behind the stone. Bram walks up, and he's like, "Listen, the sooner we get, the sooner we talk this out, the better." And one of them goes, he's like, "I don't think you guys know what you guys are getting into. This is, we're already up here. At this point, you guys are just the first losers to get up here. Like, this isn't really up for discussion." What would you guys like to do?
I'm going to give the other potion to Cowrie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to store the other one.
Okay. Cowrie, Elatris hands you a potion of cure disease.
Does that also
Thanks.
cure exhaustion or no?
Does that cure? Wait,
No,
does that
it is-
cure my remainder? Because I was still on.
Yes, it can.
1.
Yeah.
Okay. So can I take it?
Yes.
Or Elatris, what did you want me to do with this?
Yeah, it was for you. I made 3.
Oh, wait, it was for me for taking? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cowrie takes it.
I made 3 for a reason.
Thank you. Cowrie takes the potion.
Okay. Let me see. So let me go ahead and clear your sky sickness. So you were at 0. I got 2 on Elatris and 2, or actually no, I got 0 for Creona. So Elatris, do you want to clear the rest of your sky sickness?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you take that. Let's see. Her exhaustion is cleared. She's got one level of arcane. So Creona has one stage 1 arcane blight, but actually she took the potion, so actually that's going to clear that effect. So excuse me, that's going to be gone. The only thing, let's see, Carrie spent time inside the hut with the coals, so that clears the level of cold. Okay, so you guys are good now. You guys are actually fully cleared of any kind of status effects from climbing the mountain.
Oh, and then that also heals, right?
What's that?
So that also heals.
Yeah. So go ahead and it heals at a minimum. So if you've taken less than 4 damage, you can heal yourself to full.
So I did not take less than 4. Ugh, so close. I am 1 point away from being at full health.
Okay. It should be a 44, so go ahead and roll 44.
I already did. That totaled out to 7. I got a lot of 1s on that one.
Dang. So Yarno seems to be kind of struggling with this red brand. He's like, if you don't go and get your leader, we'll go and find him. And all of you, like, I can't say the same. Like, I can't say that you guys are gonna be safe and sound after this. Is there anything that you guys want to interject in?
Can Kaori go up as well? Because Kaori's a noble, of course. So, like, people should want to, listen, right?
Before Kaori walked up, I would have given her guidance.
Okay. So go ahead, Kaori.
Look, we're offering you a chance before everything goes awry. All we want is to speak to your leader. So let's make that happen.
Give me a persuasion roll.
17.
Okay. He rolled a 13, so he kind of steps back and takes a deep breath, and he's like, all right, boys, come out of your hiding spots. Let's all just walk up there and we'll talk this one out. And you see the other 2 of them that have been kind of hiding in the shadows come out, and they're like, one of them's like, I think this is a mistake. And so the rest of them in the back of the temple come up, and they're like, well, it's beyond. He's like, it's beyond this this door here. And he's like, that'll lead to the valley of the valley of the dwarves. So let's go. Yarno, let me see. So they're gonna reform the party again.
Bless you.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, the party gets reformed. They all are standing there. And one of them is offering to come with you guys while the rest of them stand there.
Bless you.
He's like, well, let's go ahead and let's go have a conversation, I guess, as you guys begin to walk. There's like an open panel here that lets you guys there's a pathway that leads to a pathway outside. Let's see. So after walking through there, let me get everybody. Oops. Let me move everybody up here. All right, let me go ahead and move everybody up here. You guys take a long pathway, like a long winding pathway up the side of the mountain, which takes you all the way up to the summit here. And so as you guys finally make it to the top, you see that there's a grand staircase, and you could hear Scrog is like, whoa, what the heck? I've never seen something like this epic. As you guys begin to walk up to the vault up here at Deadstone Cleft, and Yarno, so there's a bunch of these red brands that begin to kind of move over to the side, and you guys see that there's a couple of them kind of sitting up here in the balconies, like one sitting next to a chest, another's kind of sitting around some stuff, and there's a guy that seems to be kind of standing with his arms folded on the other side of like this large object. It's like a rotating stone object with a blue gemstone in the middle of it. And he's like, well, it's interesting to see that someone else is up here. How can the Red Brand Trading Company be of service today? And you can see that Yarno's like, we need to talk. All right. Listen, we've come all the way from Daggerford. All right. So this has been more than a 500-mile journey that we've made all the way up here. And we're not about to go home empty-handed. This has been a very expensive trip. So can we come to some kind of a conclusion that we split things evenly? Is there anything that you guys want to say while y'all are here?
I'm not gonna say anything. I am just gonna be prepared. In case shit pops off, I'm gonna hold on to casting Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Kaori is going to, like, slowly, just, like, very nonchalantly, like, put his hand on his pistol, just in case.
Yeah, Kaori, you would happen to kind of know this guy. You've heard of him before. This gentleman who is the leader of the Red Brand Trading Company has been kind of how do I put this? You've known this guy from the Lord's Alliance before. He was a former member of the Lord's Alliance. And so when he sees Yarno, you happen to notice that he starts laughing. And he's like, well. If it isn't, and he kind of stops himself and he's like, well, okay, how can I be of service of you? So you remember this walking in. You know that this guy was a kind of a disgraced member of the Lord's Alliance. Rich kid, much like yourself, but kind of fell into, subversive tactics, like trying to form his own armies. He kind of sees himself as like a military leader that just didn't quite make it. You know this, you can't quite put your... Actually, give me a history check to see if you remember this guy's name.
10.
Can I help with that?
Okay. 10. Let me see. All right. Let me see. So you wouldn't quite remember his name.
I don't think so either.
But let me see if he notices you. Oh my gosh. So a dead 20. Wow. So while he's sitting there in the snow and he's like, wow. And he's like, imagine my shock. I cannot believe that they have the Daggerford royalty up here. He's like, you're the little, you're what's his name's son? Kaori, aren't you?
That's my name, don't wear it out.
Oh, yeah. He's like, you probably don't remember me. Do you?
I'm sorry, you are.
Harlon. Harlon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Arlon.
Yeah. It's been a minute. How's your dad doing?
He's well.
Yeah. Good man. Well, it seems like as much as I enjoy this little reunion up here, you know, I don't really see a good reason to just split everything when, as much as I would love to like work together, we were here first. So here's the deal that I propose to you guys. You let us take what we want to take, and then we'll leave some things behind so that way that you guys can pick up, you know, whatever is left over. How does that sound? You can see the look on, Yarno's face is pretty, I'd say annoyed is probably an understatement. And Yarno, you can see that Yarno's kind of losing his temper at this point. And Yarno's like, he turns around to Groth and he's like, Groth, give me a good reason. Give me a good reason. Like, he's like, you got to stop me now, because otherwise, he's like, I think I might do it.
So before Yarno does anything, and Cowrie, like now that Cowrie knows his name, can we do like another like history check to see like what Cowrie remembers of Arlen?
Of Harlon?
Oh, Harlan, sorry.
Harlon, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from like a clan called the Vexmere clan. This was an old family that like basically did trade maybe about 50 to 100 years ago. This kid basically, I don't want to call him a kid because he's
so,
like,
wait, is
like,
he human?
He's human, yeah.
Okay.
He's about in his like mid to late 30s. His family is rich off of like sea travel trade, and obviously he kind of wanted to fancy himself as more of like a corsair, like a pirate, basically under the legal protection of the government. But of course, not getting that, his family not having that, you know, he's just kind of playing commander in a time of peace. And so this is kind of probably his family's healthy outlet to get him to go and do something productive without him absolutely destroying things. Obviously, the way he's been running the Red Brand Trading Company is it actually makes it's all coming together, and it makes complete sense why they get this bad reputation. And it's because this guy is just not a good reputational person. Like he was born in a time of peace, and somebody who feels like he is built for war.
So does Cowrie have any like ties to this clan in terms of like politically back home?
Yeah, your father would have definitely been good friends with his dad. And you remember him, you know, you were probably a very young adult when he was born. But obviously he's grown up to be a lot bigger and stronger than you. But still, like, you look at him and he does not look like a very seasoned adventurer. From when you last remembered him. He's not, like, this has really kind of been his one chance to get out and go do things.
I guess like Cowrie's gonna go up to Arlen, like, and be like, "Oh, so I see your father's been training you in the family business."
He stops himself for a second with kind of like trading words with Yarno, and he's like, I don't want to hear about my family business right now. In all honesty, we're here. We're trying to negotiate a deal. And can you, like, can you just not right now? This is so annoying to deal with.
Oh, Harlan's saying that to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just say, like, if your family does business like this, it's no wonder you guys are in current ruin.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, shit.
See, hold on a second.
16.
Hold on a second. Here we go. So 16. Okay.
Because it seems like this kid has something to prove, right?
Yeah.
Shit, sorry guys.
No, not this one. Yeah, this one's a little bit better.
Okay. Oh, I'm just listening. Just waiting to hear it. That's a 16 for me, but initiative.
So while you say that, you know,
No,
like your
initiative.
family's in ruin and stuff like that, he's like, I completely disagree.
Next to where it says 14.
How could I? He's like, how is my family in ruin? We've literally paid for all of this stuff here. Each and every one of these people that you see right here. He's like, what do you mean that, you know, he's like, what do you mean that we're in ruin? No, like, seriously, explain yourself. Who the fuck do you think you are to talk to me like that?
Just an outside observer of your family's reputation in ruin.
Listen, my family's reputation is quite good. Your family's reputation is that of cowering away in times of like when things need to get done. I have never known your family to be any kind of anyone to step forward and into the heat of battle. Like, why? Tell me why they've got you on the side of a mountain, hundreds of miles away from home.
My family business is my family business. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, why don't you keep it that way? He's like, I think we're done here. And as he begins to walk away, you hear kind of echoing in this like small valley. You hear, can I get an Arcana check from everybody? 10? Okay. 12.
12. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. So he begins kind of walking, and he's like, as soon as he turns around, you see that there's like a glowing bead on his back, and you hear that there's like this there's kind of like this echoing voice, and you guys know that from a little bit of spell casting background that Yarno just used some form of fireball on him, but you're not sure of what's going on right now. And so as he turns around, there's a glowing bead that's kind of hanging off the back of his the back of his jacket, and he's like, well, anyways, but he's like, you know, here's the entrance. It's obviously a little bit difficult to get up there. Maybe you guys need a ladder or something like that. And then as he's mid-sentence, there is a rupturing explosion.
That was a lot of dice.
Yarno uses delayed blast fireball, and this person that you were just watching mid-sentence erupts for 64 points of fire damage as this massive explosion rocks the canyon, and some of the snow from the top begins to cave in and bury one of these guys. You're not even sure if he's even alive, and the rest of them are like, whoa, we completely surrender. And there is absolute confusion at what just happened, and Yarno goes, well, now since we can have some damn civility, he's like, the rest of us are going to go into here, and we are going to he's like, we are going to be about the business that we came here to do. He's like, now, if he's like, Clark, Groth, if you would so kindly round up the rest of these idiots and put them, he's like, and have them here out in the snow, if you would so kindly. And the two of them, one of them, you see Clark point up to the one up top, and he's like, come down. He's like, unless you want what just happened. And Yarno steps out over the top, and he holds his hand over the this blue gate. So let me switch this.
Mine's over there.
He holds his hand over this blue gate as I called it a blue gate, but it's like this like blue kind of shining portal. And as he holds his hand over it, it kind of simmers down into a purple. And the rest, you guys feel that there's like this this doorway begins to open up, and there's a light that shines on the portal. And Yarno's like, he's like, he goes, let me see. Hold on just a second. Let's see. He's like, all right, he goes, he's like, Creona, Cowrie, Olatris, Bram, Scrog, and Mika. He's like, all of you come with me through the portal up here. He's like, and actually, Scrog, while you're at it, just stay out here. I need you to stay out here for a minute. He's like, the rest of you come with me. He's like, we're gonna go look at the interior of this place. He's like, in the meantime, Scrog, go find Aaron and get him up here. He's like, we're gonna need his help. I'm gonna take a short, like, couple minutes break to get some of this stuff. Do you guys want to continue to play, or do you guys want to hold over?
As much as I'd like to, I think it's already 5, and we
It
still
is
have
5.
errands to run.
Okay. So I think what we'll do is we will I think it might be a good idea to pick up the session next weekend. Do we have anything going on next weekend?
Next weekend, the 3rd?
Yeah.
The 3rd or the 4th, no.
No? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I just realized we needed to get some stuff.
No, you're fine.
Sorry, it's a little hard. It's a little hard to hear you, Janine.
As I
know you're fine.
Okay.
We're gonna go Christmas shopping. We're gonna go grocery shopping too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wife duty.
Yeah.
I know.
As much as I want to finish this stuff, I still have a few more things that need to get hammered out. Because I actually really didn't plan for too much further than this. So yeah, what we'll do is next, let's see. So do you guys want to play on the 3rd or the 4th?
I say the 3rd,
so we can play a little
longer
too. I don't think
we have
anything going on.
We do.
Oh, we do.
We have a tour of another apartment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me double check and make sure I'm not.
I mean, we could always double up on sessions. I just need to double check. I just forget where it was at.
Yeah, we're
Or can you stop the stream?
I'm like,
I'm like, can you stop the stream?
Yep. All right. See you guys next time.